today I am talking about the complexities of weight loss. So a lot of times we think, oh, I just need to do one thing and things should just work for us and like magic, have everything, fall into place. However, this is not true. We have physical factors that we need to consider, chemical factors, and emotional factors. So as we talk about them, you'll get a better idea of what it is that I'm referring to. So for example, physically, we actually have to move our bodies, right? We need movement. We need different ways to work on strength and endurance and balance and flexibility and all of these different types of things. So in our exercise, regiment, we should be looking at some form of resistance training, whether this is isometric, meaning we just hold a muscle, like holding a yoga pose for a period of time, doing a wall sit, holding a plank, or we're actually shortening or lengthening the muscle with a concentric shortened or eccentric elongating. So concentric shortened, eccentric elongating type motion. Working on balance, speed, and agility as well. Balance is especially important as we age so that we don't trip and fall as easily. And then some kind of recovery, stretching, foam rolling, and all of that. So that's the physical component, like we have to move our bodies daily. Then there's a chemical component. So this is getting the right nutrients in that our body would need. So there's actual biological processes, right? Physiology that needs to take place in order for us to actually make that protein, that we were just strengthening, doing all that repair process, etc. So diet just simply means the foods or the nutrients that we're taking in. It's what we're eating. We are looking for things that are high nutrient density, so they have a lot of vitamins and minerals, but low calorie. Your vegetables, green leafy vegetables especially, are going to have a lot of that. High protein is going to be helpful for weight loss. It will make us feel satiated. So lots of good benefits for protein. And then having minimally processed foods. Our society likes salt and sugar and fat, and it just goes in a revolving circle of us craving that, usually because we're hungry and we haven't had enough protein. Emotionally, the third portion of this Venn diagram up here is why are you eating or why are you not eating? Why are you eating what you're eating? Are you stress eating? Are you bored? Are you hiding? Are you putting a protective layer over you so people don't see you? What's the emotional trigger for what you're eating and when you're eating it? Is it high emotional stress and you just grab whatever is close and done, right? Lots of things. So now how do these intertwine? Each category is going to affect the other. You can't have one without having an effect on the opposite, both areas, whether it's chemical, physical, or emotional. If your body is physically sore, emotionally, you're going to talk yourself out of exercising because it hurts. And the soreness is going to create a spot in your brain that says, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is too painful. The chemical aspect of it is trying to remember that we cannot out-train a poor diet. So you can physically take in way more calories and junk in a short period of time than you could ever burn off that quickly. Now, emotions are going to trigger chemical responses. So those emotions will actually put off a chemical cascade inside the body. So I want to give you an example of this. So think you have to give a speech in front of 5,000 people right now and go introduce yourself and begin. You're going to have some butterflies. You're probably going to start sweating. So a thought triggered a physiologic response, sweating, because you probably, like most people, have a fear of public speaking and don't want to do it. Okay, so our emotions matter. They're going to also play a role in what we are making inside the body, what kind of hormones and things like that. Emotions can also paralyze us so that we don't get the time in our schedule to actually do that physical activity. If we become so overwhelmed, then our body goes, no, we're not gonna do that. If you are physically training really hard, you're going to need the nutrients to help you repair. If you don't get those nutrients in, I like to say it's kind of like the three little pigs and the big bad wolf. If we are taking in foods that are not healthy for us and don't have all of our nutrients, it's like building our house out of straw. If we're doing okay and it's moderate, it's like building our house out of sticks. And if we are getting lots of nutrients that we need, we may be supplementing, very conscious of our diet, then we can build our house, our body, right, out of brick. And so the brick is going to withstand different stressors a whole lot better because it's built on a more solid foundation and with solid materials. Now, if you don't get these right nutrients as well, these right chemicals or fuels, then emotionally, you're not going to be able to make the feel-good hormones that you would need to make. We need the nutrients to come in order to, create the biological or physiological processes that go on. Plus, if you're tired and you don't have the nutrients, you don't have energy, and that, I don't know about you, but that sure drains my emotional state. I am one crankers that we call something hangry. Most of you might as well. So if I am hangry, hungry, angry, watch out. If I am whatever the version of that for thirst is, if I am thirsty, watch out as well. So dehydration, headache will kick in and I get cranky. I'm a cranky monger at that point. So all of these areas are going to are going to interconnect and overlap with one another. And so you can't just take one of these issues and, you suppose you can, you just won't get very good results. So we have to look at the whole picture, the whole you, because where this overlaps, that's you, that's your weight loss journey right in the middle of all of it. So we want to make this the best experience for you as possible. So we need to address every area or we're not going to make the changes that we need to make. Now, I was a Beachbody goer, P90X, Insanity Max 30, those kinds of things. And Tony Horton, in his P90X, he says, do your best and forget the rest. And this is a great saying because on all of it, we can do our best in each of these categories and we're going to be better than where we were. Okay, so do your best, forget the rest. Tomorrow is a new day. And I say, but keep going and do it anyway. So whether we want to or not, if we get in the habit of doing it, it's going to be a whole lot easier to accomplish. So if you have any questions, you can direct message me. I would love to schedule a Zoom call with you to go over how I can possibly help with the situation that you have right now for weight loss. As you can see, it's more than just, hey, I need time to work out and I need to get, a little more veggies. And we need to address, everything on this lovely Venn diagram. So I took you back to middle school time or elementary school. But like I said, message me if you need me. I'm here for you.